Well, today is June the 4th, or 4 June the 4th, 2018, and we'll probably have a little bit of fun with this one. Um, Title of our newsletter this week is It's Up to You. So the title of this video, It's Up to You. People wonder and ask, and I cannot tell you how many people, hundreds or thousands or whatever, have asked me over the years, well, how do you make money, or how do you get out of debt, or how can you afford that house, or how can you afford that car, or how come you can go out to eat whenever you want to, or blah, 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 whatever. The way you do anything, is to have a plan of some kind. If you make, I don't know, $500 a week, then you know, if that's all the income you've got, that the most house or apartment that you can afford is $500 a month, because you can't go over 25% of your take-home pay as far as your housing is concerned. If you're over 25% of your take-home pay for your housing, then you're upside down. You need to rethink where you're putting your money at. A car payment should never, ever be over 10%. 10% actually of 1 week's pay. I would say most people out there, it's more than 10% of their entire month's take-home pay. That's why it's so wise to pay cash for anything that it's possible to pay cash for. Somebody's already hit me, dozens and dozens and dozens of people. Oh, you cannot pay cash for a house. To which I say, baloney. Did I pay cash for my house? Nope, didn't do it. Why? Because I didn't plan. I had to pay a mortgage like everyone else. But since that time, I've learned how to plan. And I've learned how to set aside money for things that's coming up. Have you got a car? Let's say you own a car free and clear. Yay, that's fantastic. Okay. How about gas? How about changing the oil? How about tires? How about, if it's an older car, how about repairs? How about keeping the car washed? Are you going to do it yourself, or are you going to do like I do? I pay a service, a flat fee per month, and I can have my car washed as many times as I want to. Deal. You can't beat that. You have to maintain your vehicles, maintain the air pressure. Check under the hood once a week. Check the oil. Check the transmission fluid. Check the air filter every 3 months. That will destroy your gas mileage if you don't do that, I can tell you. When you own something or you're leasing something, it's up to you and your responsibility to take care of it. Keep it in good repair. Don't have the attitude like some lowlifes do. Well, it's not mine. Why should I take care of it? I'm just going to live here for whatever length of time, then I'm moving on somewhere else. Oh, I'm just leasing this car. Who cares how it looks? I don't own this. I don't care if I take care of it or not. You stupid lowlife pig. What use are you? You take care of other people's property. As a Christian, especially, we're supposed to take care of other people's property as well as our own. Anywhere I've ever been, and when we were renting, we always left the place better than when we took it over. We made sure that it looked better. I've never leased a car, so I don't really have to worry about that. I always take care of my cars, keep them washed, keep the oil changed, check the tire pressure so the tires don't wear out too soon, get the car serviced like it's supposed to be, and then the thing will maintain itself for you. So whatever you do is up to you. If you're in debt, you are in debt. You put yourself in debt. You did it all by yourself. Oh boy, don't go telling me, oh, the children, oh, my spouse, oh, what? Who cares? You put yourself in debt by not controlling your spending and managing your family. It doesn't matter if your spouse is a nutcase and just spends money willy-nilly. Get him or her under control and say, hey, look, we've got to live. We've got to eat. We've got to keep a roof over our head. Duh. The kids, oh, I want this. Oh, the kids at school have that. Oh, blah. Who cares? Do you want to eat tomorrow? Would you like to stay in this house? Or do you want to live out on the street? No, you can't have the newest, latest, most up-to-date gadget. Parents with children under 18 that buy them a cell phone are stupid. Stupid. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard of in my entire life. You would have to have discretionary income coming out of your ears to give a child a cell phone. They don't need a cell phone. Oh, it's a safety factor. Oh, give me a break. No, it's not. You're just trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's not a safety factor. You might have convinced yourself it is. No, it's not. So you look at things and you go, oh, in your generation, you didn't have to worry about that. But in our generation, oh, we do. No, we don't have to worry about it. It's a convenience. Cell phones are a convenience. They have rapidly become a necessity because we as a society have made them a necessity. Do I have a cell phone? Oh, yeah. I love my cell phone. Would I have gotten my children when they were younger a cell phone? No. Didn't have the discretionary income then to do that. I had a cell phone. Well, one of those pretty big, gigantic bag phones. But anyhow, that's what I had because I was in business. I had to have it. If I wasn't in business the way I was, I would not have paid that much money to have a cell phone to carry around with me. Now it's a normal, common everyday thing. So when you're doing anything, look at the necessity, look at your income, spendable income. If you're not saving 10% of your money every week and not dipping into it, you're not on the right path. You can be in big, big trouble. You save 10% that you don't touch, and that's for investments. And you save 10% for emergencies, outings, things that come up. So I know probably 98% of you are going like, is he for real? Yeah. Yes, I am for real. Been where you're at, done it all. Messed up and got out of it. Messed up again, got out of it again. How did I get out of it? I have to owe a big thanks to God for that because he helped me wise up, listen to people that knew how to handle money, and they advised me. And I listened to them. I'm not a stupid person. If somebody's smarter than me, has more than me, is more stable than me, advises me and makes suggestions and recommendations, of course I'm going to listen to them. Only a moron would not listen to somebody like that. So today you can decide, are you a moron or are you a wise, intelligent person? It's up to you. You make yourself wealthy. You make yourself poor. What you do today is going to determine how, when you roll around to retirement, if you're even going to be able to exist without depending on the government. How are you doing today? Working a job, and your spouse works a job. Do you still have to get some kind of government assistance now? and you're still willy-nilly spending on anything you think you just want to spend it on? Wake up, dunderhead. It is time you look at where your money is going, where your money needs to be going, and how much money you need to set aside for the future. The song I've got today, Digital World by Amaranth, describes our society pretty aptly, because it talks about you're never going to die. You know, we live in a digital world. You know, everything's instant. Well, there is no instant fix to dumb. There is no instant fix. You've got yourself in debt. It's going to take a while to get out of it. Once you get out of debt, don't go back into debt. Stay out. Stay free. Show some sense that God gave you. Do your best to be a role model to other people that might look at you and say, well, man, you used to be always borrowing money, and you used to always have problems, and you just couldn't hardly do anything, and you couldn't go anywhere, and you could. Well, hey, I wised up, man. I decided to put some money aside for myself and pay down my debt and not getting any more debt. You ought to do the same. I tell you what, I feel a lot better being out of debt. I like being able to go out when I want to go out. I enjoy being able to fix my car when something goes wrong with it and not have to beg somebody for money. Doesn't that make you feel good? Yes. I got to tell you, I went through those times in early years of my life when, man, I wasn't even living paycheck to paycheck. Before the end of the week, I was out of money. So I know what it's like. And I know all of the thoughts and all of the justifications for why I was in the situation I was in. Well, finally I looked at myself and said, hey, dude, me, you got yourself in this. God is not going to come down on a magic carpet and take me out of it. He expects me to get out of it by using wisdom from the Bible and from people that are a lot wiser than me at that time in handling money. So listen to people that knows what they're doing. Be guided by them. Be blessed by them. And as much as possible, you be a blessing to others and teach others that being a giver makes you more wealthy. Yes, it does. Being a giver makes you more wealthy. Pay your tithes. If you don't go to a church, pay 5 or 10% of your money into a charity such as St. Jude's or Wounded Warrior Project or the Shriners Hospital for Children. You know, you must give back. If you're always a taker, you will always be in debt, always be poor, and you will never have anything. And when you die, you're going to have nothing to leave your family. So take note of yourself. Do the best you can. I'm not saying be exorbitant. I'm saying do the best that you can. Make wise choices. And this is a wrap. Check out our website, www.astepabove.life, and our new Facebook page, A Step Above Wealth. Check us out, our radio show. Just check us out everywhere. Buy some of our soaps and success journals and things that's on our website. That helps our ministry, helps us spread the word, and helps us be here to teach you.